Today's attack by goons who disrupted the unveiling of the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua's new political party is a shameless return to the primitive, repressive era. It is also a violation of the freedom of association and the right of expression enshrined in the much cherished 2010 Constitution. This is a new law for a country that has distinguished itself for a vibrant multi-party democracy. Bodyguards had to fire shots in the air, but fortunately there were no reports of any injuries. It's marks of a creeping intolerance that, if not arrested, could lead to chaos and undermine the prevailing peace and stability. This apparently politically motivated invasion of a new party function by hired goons is a barbaric act that should be roundly condemned. President William Ruto and Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja owe the country an explanation for allowing this descent into violence and mayhem. The politicization of the security agencies is an abuse of the mandate that should be stopped. There is a need for a fair and transparent enforcement of law and order and progress devoid of such devious machinations. Mr. Gachagua, who was impeached after falling out with President Ruto, has every right to seek another vehicle through which to continue participating in national politics. The launch of the Democracy for the Citizens Party, DCP, at Lavington in Nairobi simply turned ugly when the hoodlums stormed the venue. This raises the question as to where the police were. Don't they have intelligence anymore to anticipate such potentially violent incidents and swiftly move to avert them? Or could the security agencies have been complicit in this disgusting invasion and violation of a lawful and peaceful event by law-abiding Kenyans? There is absolutely no reason why Mr. Gachagua and his supporters should be terrorized for starting their own party to compete against President Ruto's United Democratic Alliance, UDA. It will be recalled that the president launched his UDA party when he was still serving as the deputy in the last government. Some of the interim officials of his new party are President Ruto's former Kenya Kwanza coalition allies. They are only exercising their democratic rights by seeking an alternative forum to enable them to continue to participate in governance. Falling out of allies often heightens tensions as they know or understand one another quite well, and the feeling of betrayal is likely to fuel the animosity between them. However, it is possible to have a civilized competition for politicians to sell their manifestos for the voters to choose who to support when the time comes. A country that has such a robust democratic system where elections are held every 5 years without fail does not need the villainous, cutthroat political rivalry and competition. This, after all, is a multi-party democracy where it is up to those interested in vying for leadership positions to do their best to enable them to achieve their dreams at the ballot. As long as they do not pose any threat to peace, Kenyans have every right to gather and organize themselves through political parties. This is a preferred means to choose leaders in this country. The leaders must sell their agenda to the voters. There has been a tendency to invade political meetings and disrupt or prevent and interfere with the people's enjoyment of their right to peacefully assemble. Just like in this Gachagua party launch attack, the disruptions often range from physical confrontations to the use of force by groups or individuals to force a meeting to abort. The target is to hijack the process and ensure that the intended message does not reach the targeted audience. These actions can only intimidate the people and discourage them from engaging in robust political organization, thus undermining the nurturing of democracy, which should be for the people's benefit. Sadly, the masterminds often go scot-free as the frenzy finally dies down. No political gangs should be allowed to spread violence and harm peace-loving people. They should be allowed to listen to messages and engage if they will help to uplift their well-being. IG Kanja should initiate a thorough investigation to track down the culprits and bring them to book to act as a deterrent.